Well, I don't know where to start really, whether the roundhouse at that end or the harbour at this end. This is the exquisite Burnt Island from the east of Scotland group. Chris Goff. It's not OO, it's not HO. What is it?
It's P4. So that is 18.83mm gauge, which is the scale 4mm to the foot correct track gauge.
And, okay, we're at the harbour here, which is just beautiful. What else do we see?
You see Burnt Island Harbour as it was in 1883, more or less to the foot. So you see the original train ferry pier that was invented to get coal wagons primarily across to Edinburgh. So our ferry bridge here, which is a working ferry bridge, is in fact the invention of the roll-on roll-off ferry in the 1880s.
And here we see a coal train just right on cue on the line on the other side there.
Correct.
Just absolutely marvellous. And everything is scratch built.
Absolutely everything is scratch built, from the locos, the rolling stock, the boats and the beautiful ships in the harbours, all of the buildings, and the track is all hand laid because you can't buy P4 gauge track.
And I suppose well, it's certainly not a drawback, but one of the factors is that you need quite a lot of people to run it.
Yes, correct. We normally operate with 6 or 7 round the layout, including somebody that does what we call the top hat, which is talking to people about the history and how we've built it and so on. So we kind of travel with about 12 normally.
Passenger movements at all?
Yeah, certainly. So from Tayport in the north, which is our far end fiddle yard, we have a regular passenger service of expresses and stopper trains that come into the actually as was original Burnt Island station building. So right now you could go to Burnt Island, stand on the top of those steps and look at the building at the end of the station there. Still there, train shed's now gone and the railway cuts through to the Forth Bridge. And there's some interesting stuff there. I mean,
well, it's a fascinating period to model, and it's also a fascinating area because it's got pretty much everything.
Absolutely right. I mean, you know, we've got, as you say, passenger trains, we've got coal trains, we've got the ferry and rolling stuff on and off that, and so on. So yeah, lots going on for a very brief period, because actually 6-7 years after this, the Forth Rail Bridge is open. And this is all swept away because the railway just cuts through it and it becomes a through station. So it's a very, very sort of tight period where it's absolutely massively busy.
Chris, thank you so much. It is absolutely majestic, and I'm looking forward to spending a bit more time looking at it in detail for the rest of this exhibition. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers.